Hi guys, it's been about a week since the last update. There really isn't much to report. I've still heard nothing from the police. Nothing at all actually, which, you know, I'm really starting to understand what people mean by closure. I never really got the concept, but just being in this situation now where we're waiting to hear something and 90% sure that we would be told if there was something to know, and you realise how much that can fuck you up. I mean, we've got no real reason to think that our buddy is still going to bother us. You know, we haven't heard from him in quite a long time, other than the incident with the jar, which I think we established could just be sort of left over, if anything, from before we reported him. We have no way of knowing whether he's still interested in us, whether he's been arrested, perhaps. I mean, he could be dead in a ditch and we would have no idea. And I think what I understand by closure is this feeling that until we know for definite, I'm just going to be expecting to see him every time I turn around. I'm going to be expecting to find one of his little shitty little presents. And I know people have had it worse than us, a lot worse, and yet it's still very difficult to just relax now. I wish I could be sure that we would know if something had happened. Anyway, I mean, this is just me on edge. To be honest, I'm tired and really frustrated, actually. I'm starting to feel that I need to move on, to go somewhere else or do something else in my life. And I know that I'm not very good at motivating myself to do that kind of thing. You know, I moved from Northampton to Nottingham, and you know, it worked for a while. You know, I felt great here. I still like it here. I still like the city, but I think what worries me is that I'm never going to be able to sort of self-motivate in the way that I want to. I'm worried that I won't ever settle down and find somewhere that I like being, and it will always just be about change and novelty, and you know, to be happy I'm just going to be constantly moving, and I don't want that. I feel like that's just a good way to end up with nothing at the end, or near the end. That's the worst bit, near the end, when you still have time to regret. I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, the answer is probably nothing, because that's just how I fucking work. But it's a blockage I need to clear, and I almost feel like we actually, having resisted it, I don't know how serious Jack was when he suggested it, I actually almost think we should be more proactive in getting this shit sorted out, just because otherwise I'm worried that I'm just going to end up having to move again before I can just shut my eyes and relax. And I can't really afford it if it comes to it. I'll stop